Hey,
Hi.
hi.
Mm,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. You are Chandan, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Chandan. Nice to meet you. My name is Vivek, and I'll be your Clapingo speaker for the day. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
All right. Great. We've not met before, right?
No, this is the first session from you, sir.
All right.
So,
Great.
which part of you are calling?
Uh, I'm staying in Mumbai right now. And you?
Good. I'm calling from Jharkhand. Have you heard the place
Jharkhand.
called Jamshedpur?
Yes, I have.
Um,
Jamshedpur.
yeah. That place I'm belongs to. Yeah.
Okay. So you are from Jamshedpur, or are you staying in Jamshedpur right now?
I'm staying in Jamshedpur. Earlier,
Okay.
I used to stay in New Delhi,
Okay.
and now I have started my own self-employed entrepreneur stuff.
Ah,
So
okay. Very nice. Okay. All the best for that.
yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, great. Okay, so Chandan, before we start, just a couple of things I'd like to tell you. Simple. If you feel I'm speaking too fast or using words, phrases, or something you don't understand, you please stop me and ask me to explain myself. Not a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Second thing, please don't call me sir. My name is Vivek, and I prefer to be called Vivek. Okay.
Okay.
So I just give you a topic, and whatever comes to mind, you can just speak about it for maybe a minute or two. Is that okay?
Yeah. Perfect. No problem.
Great. Okay, so according to you, do you think parents should have, a deciding voice in choosing their children's career, or do you think the children should be allowed to choose on their own?
Yeah, that's very interesting topic. Yeah.
Okay,
See. Yeah. Uh, I would like to put my thought here. Yes.
yeah,
Uh, both has a different role. Both of them are right. Either
okay,
the parents or either the child. It's the generation gap,
okay,
because what we see, what the youngster can see, that the parents cannot do. Child should do that stuff. So that is right on that behalf of his thinking. But
okay,
if child know the real world, the new era, so that is his right. He can understand better than his guardian. So both of
okay,
them are right, but
okay,
it's the generation gap only. Yeah.
okay. So if I don't know, are you married? Do you have children?
Yes, I have one kid. It's a
Okay,
5 years kid. It's
so
a lot. Yeah.
okay, so it's a long time to go before the child has to choose something like this. But
Hmm.
say, yeah, do you have a son or a daughter?
Daughter.
Okay, so say she comes to you maybe 10, 15 years down the line, whatever it is, and she says, Papa, I don't want to do MBA or something of that sort. I want to become, say, something like an actress or a dancer or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
So in such a situation, what do you think your reaction would be?
I'm totally fine because I understand the scenario. I understand the young generation, how the
Okay.
people are and how the people are developing and how they are doing their stuff very a good way. Because the word like the blogger, the fashion blogger, the YouTuber, you haven't heard from the 90s or when you are, or like if you ask anyone who is older.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
now it's become the new job era of the
Okay.
people's new generation.
Okay. So okay, you will be fully supportive of your daughter's
Yeah,
wishes.
yeah, yes, sure. Yeah, yes.
Okay, well, that's great news for her. I hope it actually happens. Okay.
Yeah,
All
also
right.
I watch his action. What is their interest going?
Okay.
What's her interest going? So that is very
Okay.
much important, that a child should do what she really likes, what they really wanted to do in their life. So that is
Okay.
a very very important task to identify what you really
Okay.
wanted to do or achieve in your life.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's very good. Anything else to add, or shall we move on?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
As per my thought. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a very good perspective. You're being very open-minded about it. That you'll be very supportive of your children. So that's a very good thing. So moving on to the topic. So this topic will be a little weird for you because this is supposed to be an imaginary situation, but we'll talk about what actually happened in your life. So business ideas. So what actually prompted you to, change your job and start your own business? What gave you that idea?
I was not comfortable. I
Okay.
like my skill, but I was not happy there.
Okay.
So I noticed myself that
Okay.
I love my job. I love my skill. Why I don't
Okay.
like the company involvement? Because there are so much rules and regulation, and you have to follow the criteria and
Okay.
also the politics. So I decided, I commit myself that I wanted to do something that is
Okay.
for myself. I wanted to make
Okay.
happy. So I
Okay.
started doing the same things that the company do. I start approaching
Okay.
the clients from international clients. So
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that I am a web designer. So I work for a
Okay.
company
Nice.
where where I work for a company where I have to deal with a lot of international clients.
Okay.
So that was my job. I have to deal with the clients and I have to work on on the projects.
Okay.
So on that moment, I got an idea. Why not start with myself?
Okay.
I should approach a client, then I can make my own company, a virtual
Okay.
team that the company do. So
Okay.
that was my dream, and here I am. I'm started a virtual team, yes, but not a list. Yes, I am starting what I really wanted to do as a team or as a company with my,
Okay.
which is on myself. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So once again, all the best for that. Okay. So if not this, if not your web designing company which you're starting on your own, did you have any other business idea in mind? So say for example, I mean, God forbid, it doesn't work out for some reason. So do you have another idea that you would like to pursue instead of this, or is this your only?
Yeah, this is the idea. I appreciate it because I have studied it and I got a job, and then my entire skill was dependent on that thing. So I
Okay.
was going depth. That is okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from that, it depends. Like if I also wanted to start my food business if
Okay.
this will not happen, right? But
Okay. Okay.
there are sometimes a situation you have to deal with it. Like
Okay.
the things will not flow like your thought. As
Okay.
you thinking that if you started, you invested some money and you build a team to start a food truck, for example.
Hmm.
There are
Hmm.
lots of hurdles like will be coming on your way. You have to be ready for that. If you are not ready, then it is very difficult. So I started, I started once also.
Okay.
I was doing, but I was not able to get a good team.
Okay.
I was ready to invest a lot of money, but the problem was I did not find a right team. So to
Okay.
continue to that business
Got you.
model, this idea.
Okay.
So I just quit because you cannot itself doing the whole thing alone. It is very
Yes. Yes.
difficult.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was the
Oh,
biggest challenge for me. So
okay. So that's why you dropped that idea and you moved on to. Okay.
yeah,
Fine.
very happy.
So, moving on to a slightly different thing. Apart from your own ideas, have you ever come across a business idea done by someone within India or outside India or maybe locally somewhere, which you thought, what a crazy idea. How has this become successful? There's no way this would have worked. Something like that. Have you come across something like that?
Yes,
Some
yes, I
idea which
have
seemed,
connected.
yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, good.
Uh, I have seen a friend who is
Okay,
who's making a connection. Like
okay,
we do have a lot of skill. Every person has a lot of skills. We just need to connect your skill in a business model. So that is
okay,
what we need to understand the demand in the market. Suppose
okay,
anyone has that very good skill and he is not able to use their energy. So if I become that medium to use that skill to convert that on business, so that would be a great phenomenon. So that
okay.
things happens to my friend. He has started and he's selling that
Like in relics and all these
handicraft.
things, right?
Yeah,
In museums,
yeah. Actually,
handicraft items. Okay,
yes, handicraft item.
okay,
He built a website and he started a
okay,
business and he promoted on that way. So he got a lot of potential client and
okay,
now he's a very good successful entrepreneur.
okay.
So
That's
yeah,
very nice. So I'm sure he's an inspiration to you as well, right?
yeah. That's right.
Okay, okay. So you said he's very successful. So what does successful mean according to you? Does successful mean somebody who makes a lot of money, or does successful mean somebody who's happy doing what they're doing?
Yeah, the second one.
Is is happiness?
Someone who's yeah, someone who is very, so someone who is very happy, even though he is earning not a little amount, but he is happy what he is doing. So
Okay.
that makes him happy.
Okay. So
So that is
according to you,
the, yeah.
happiness is more important than monetary rewards or something like that. That's what
Yes,
you're trying to
yes,
say.
in my opinion, yeah,
Okay.
because I have seen, because I have earned a lot of money, but I found that I'm not happy. So where I
Okay.
can find my happiness is what I really passionate about.
Okay.
So that makes
Fair.
me even though sometimes it is very difficult to convert your passion into a business.
Hmm. That's true.
It's a difficult journey,
Yeah.
but you have to choose yourself, because
Okay. So
if you are passionate, you will not get a job. That doesn't mean that you are not able to do anything. So you have to make a choice that time.
okay. All right. No, no. It's just so. This is just a discussion. There's no right answer, wrong answer. I
Yes,
personally
sir.
agree with most of what you're saying because money, according to me, also is quite secondary. If you're happy with what
Huh.
you're doing, then that's more than enough. Okay, fine. So, according to you, as an entrepreneur, what do you think are some of the must-have qualities for an entrepreneur? Maybe one or two things, two, three things that come to mind. You can just say. What do you think
Yeah,
is
yeah.
necessary?
They should value the time. If anyone want to do something in their life, they should
Yeah.
respect the time. They should
Okay.
be very conscious about the things which he promised himself that he want. Suppose he took 1 month or to 1 year to succeed that business, and he
Okay.
is not committing that way of working, so he or she might be get unsuccessful. To be very commit ourselves that we
Okay.
when very value the time.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
that
they
is
should be
important.
committed to the idea, and okay, fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, do you think maybe India has, of course, now a lot of promotion schemes for these entrepreneurs and new business ideas. So, do you think the government or maybe society in general should be doing more for entrepreneurs to encourage people to think outside the box and come up with business ideas?
Yeah, it should be, but things never happen that same way. People will
Okay,
come
so
you to
it's
discourage you. It will not inspire you to do something more interesting, because
okay,
I don't know that becomes the mentality of the society or the people minds. They do not want to
okay,
do invent something new. They just want to
okay,
demoralize the people who is doing good in their life. It's
okay.
happening. So you can see the
Yeah, no,
surroundings,
I
you'll find.
I understand. Yeah.
So
So why
I
why
think
do you think
that
it's
is the I think that is the reason we are not we are still developing. Yes, we are developing, but still it's a long way to reach that moment, that level of America.
level? Okay.
Yeah, level of America. Yeah, level. Yeah.
Okay. So one last question before I get to the feedback. So are you happy staying in India, or do you think you'd like to take your business outside, maybe somewhere else?
Mm, yeah, it is not like happiness. If I get an exposure to outside India, yes, I will do that. That is not a
Okay.
problem.
No,
So
but say I'm
ultimately, and
yeah,
unless you have to multiply your business,
yeah.
if you are doing
Okay.
good and you have to think for the next level
Okay.
and
But I'm talking
do
about the
something for good
base.
for,
Are
yeah.
you happy with keeping your base in India, or would you like it moved abroad if you had an opportunity, say somewhere like US or
Yeah,
UK or something?
currently I'm happy with it, but if I get an option, then I will be happy that time, that moment time as well. So I have no
Okay.
issue. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we've more or less covered the topic. Do you have any questions before I get to the feedback?
No, that is okay, fine.
All right. Okay, fine. So one good thing is you are a very enthusiastic speaker. Okay. So whenever I ask you a question, you seem very excited to answer my questions, which is a very good thing. A lot of people that we speak to are often very shy. I have to keep repeatedly asking them questions for them to give even, one word answers. So that's a positive. The fact that you are very enthusiastic and very self-driven, that's a
Mm.
very good thing. Mistakes, there aren't too many mistakes that you're making. Just one thing I'd
Mm.
like to point out to you is just try and focus a little bit on your sentence structure. Okay, so just make
Mm.
sure that you know where the sentence starts, what all it contains, and make sure that there is an end to the sentence as well. So what I've noticed is you have a lot of thoughts and you have a lot of ideas, and you want to put it all out there, which is a good thing,
Mm.
as I said, but make sure that there's a structure. So first of all, I'd like to do
Mm.
this, then I would
Mm.
also like to do this. So just work on that. Okay, that is one thing. Otherwise, just one or two small things related to tenses. So I think you said something like
Mm.
on that moment. So you say at that moment when you're talking about your job. So at that moment, I realized that, you know, I would like to start my own business. It's at that moment. And again, when you're talking about tenses, so we were talking about your business. So you said your food business and this business as well. So you said something, if this will not happen. So you're talking about something in the past tense. Okay, so if that had not happened, or if that did not happen, then I would do this.
Yes,
So
yes,
again,
yeah,
I think you know most
yeah.
of this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.